Indecision is hard. Some of you walk up to the pledge cart like you're opening Netflix, about to peruse your options until you finally go to bed unsatisfied, wondering why you just wasted an hour on Love is Blind.
Maybe you're not meant to be in a relationship. Yeah.
You don't even like reality TV. Thankfully, the 3 packs in Tide of Shadows all have good options, but which one should you be picking? I will say it is much more difficult to tell which pact is best compared to Devil's Moon, where the Grounded pact was easily supreme to the others. The big difference this time is everyone has Death Cheat. No, really, everyone has Death Cheat right now. It's been bugged. Crytek, please. I'll update the pinned comment if they fix that. But also, all the packs are designed to have access to Death Cheat for 3 pledge marks, which is nice. But the question stands, which pact is best? I took a poll to see what you guys thought, and we will discuss that in the next section. Be sure to subscribe to participate in those future polls. Alright, there are 3 packs in Tide of Shadows: Grounded, Primal, and Smuggler. Each pact has 3 traits, 1 for 1 pledge mark, and then a burn trait for 2 pledge marks that goes away once it's been activated, and then Death Cheat for 3 pledge marks, which is supposed to be single use, but for some reason was bugged for the longest time. So let's start with Grounded, which has Shadow for 1 pledge mark. Monsters can't see you, but they can hear you. Boss targets and wild targets are immune to this trait. So you can run around the bayou undeterred by non-boss AI because they can't lock onto you to hit you. This creates a lot of opportunities to use them as shields or ignore hive bombs, and you can still set off sound traps, just AI won't be looking for you to take a swing. And then the burn trait for Grounded is Remedy. Using Darksight, interact with a trait to trigger a restoration effect similar to banishing for your team's hunters. I've had this trait come in clutch a few times. In one game in particular, me and a trio partner were being burned in a distant compound, and our teammate remedied us to extend how long we could burn, long enough for the enemy team to get bored and leave. Flash forward in the match, we got rezzed and met up again for some sweet payback, dishing out fiery justice, and eventually got the bounty to extract. So moral of the story, don't sleep on Remedy. The next pact is the Primal pact, and that comes with Instinct for 1 pledge mark, while in Darksight, sense when enemy hunters are nearby. The orange flash on this is a quick and easy way to tell if you are near an enemy and can help you look for the context clues to track enemy players down. I like using this as a solo player, especially in the thunder shower when it's difficult to see, but it works well for teams too. You can wipe a team and then check Instinct real quick to know if there's any stragglers nearby. And then we have the burn trait Relentless. Your hunter won't lose a health chunk when downed. Sometimes you just get got and you need a second chance. This is kind of like Remedy without the extra steps of needing a trait charm, but on an individual level. I've had a few situations where Relentless saved me a bar, keeping me ready for the next fight. This also means as a solo, you can have Relentless and Resilience and Revive with full health. It's a very strong combo, and I highly recommend it. Of course, as a solo player, you will need Necro as well. And then we have the Smuggler pact, which comes with Mariner for 1 pledge mark. Health restoration is greatly increased while in water. Health restoration is marginally increased while exposed to heavy rain. This is basically infinite healing, as long as you can find a drop of water to stand in. I'm sure we've all had situations where we were out of medkit charges and could really use some heals, and that's where Mariner comes in. Mariner allows you to heal on the move, in the rain, and that's just so valuable, and I understand why people have been saying it's kind of broken. If you're near the water, you can take a dip real quick and fully heal in a few seconds, which is extra helpful since people are gathering around the new wild target Rotjaw and her devastating pounces. And then the burn trait for the Smuggler's Pact is Gunrunner. It removes the contraband status from main weapons on extraction. You also receive 2 extra ammo at resupplies, and this one only burns off if you extract with a contraband weapon. That ammo resupply doesn't make it go away. I have to imagine this one is probably the least exciting for most people. You can pick up a weapon, take it to extract, and choose to sell it or store it as a non-contraband item. Of course, it's a burn trait, so it goes away if you do that. So I imagine most people are using this as some sort of like get rich quick scheme, or just keeping it for the extra ammo at a resupply. It's not useless, but it is very situational and tailored to a specific objective in mind. And that's all the packs, how they work, and what benefits they give you. One important thing to note before we get into the poll data is that each pact has legendary hunters that are pre-pledged to them, and that could be influencing people's choices too, which skins they like to use in game. So I took a poll to see how you guys are spending your pledge marks. It's probably not totally representative of what the Hunt Showdown community thinks, but it's a good guess. So we have Primal as the most popular, followed by Smuggler, and then Grounded in last. Primal taking top spot makes sense. For 1 pledge mark, you get Instinct and know if you are in immediate danger, and that benefit is amplified when you consider that the Thunder Shower limits visibility. With Instinct, you no longer need visual confirmation or audio hints to know if there is trouble, which comes in handy in so many different situations. Its value is almost universal. Basically, it's always useful no matter where you are. And then we have the Smuggler Pact, which is a very close second as far as these polls usually go. And I think that's due to it being more situational. Mariner is most useful near the water or in the rain, but if you're not playing the wildcard contract or you're fighting in a compound, the chances are higher that the Pact will be less useful for you, whether you're in a building or just not near the water. And Gunrunner is nice and doubles as a way for you to make some extra cash, but a lot of people bring in the gun they want to use. Maybe if you hear a nitro, you'd take it out, but with the drilling and the upper mat being more popular right now, there aren't many weapons more expensive than those for people to want to take out, assuming that's their loadout. So it's a nice to have, but not super necessary, and the contraband status doesn't help you win a fight. The extra ammo might help you with some ammo dependent loadouts, but with the packs active, chances are you're going to visit a resupply cart at some point during the match anyway, so I understand why that's not absolutely necessary. For Smuggler, Mariner is definitely the standout option here. And then we have the Grounded Pact, fallen from its previous glory. Shadow is nice and definitely pairs well with hive bombs, but most players are used to dealing with AI anyway, so it saves you time and noise, but not much else. Remedy is a really nice trait after you've won a fight, but maybe your teammates are down a few bars, but the whole trio doesn't need to run it. You can have one guy pledged to Grounded, and the other 2 are in whatever pack they want to be, and the rest of the team can still benefit from Remedy getting back those spent health bars. So, just a numbers game, it makes sense that less players are running Grounded this time, and with Rotjaw on the map, teams can regain health bars from that extra banish too. So, let's answer the question, which pact is best? I think I agree with the poll. If you want a no fuss bonus that you don't have to think about too much, Primal is an easy pick. Instinct is useful regardless of where you are on the map or what contract you're playing, and Relentless can come in clutch, especially when fighting long ammo players or playing solo. If you want a more aggressive playstyle and have been spending most of your time with wet skin, Mariner is a smart pick too, and you can net some extra ammo with that one as well, but you will need to plan around playing near the water or waiting for heavy rain. Grounded is great for team support players and anyone that doesn't want the hassle of AI enemies, but it has some important limitations too, like the fact that you're not getting passive healing or some sort of detection of enemy players. Mariner might actually be the most powerful trait by the numbers, but the situational nature of the Smuggler Pact gives the other 2 areas to shine. Most of my playtime has probably been the Primal Pact at this point, but it is a much closer contest with Smuggler and Grounded than the previous pact system. So let me know what you've been using down below, maybe explain your reasoning, and until the next video, goodbye.